Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sativa Dena with ID number 230200083. In this moment, I make this video for ICT in language learning final assignment. In this assignment, I will use two teaching media. The first one is Storyline, and the second one is Readlang. My target students is for 10 grades, senior high school, and I will focus on two skills, which is listening and vocabulary. All right, I will start from now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. All right. Um, in this meeting, I'm gonna teach you. We will focus on listening skill, and we will also focus on vocabulary. And I will use two learning media that I already used it before in a previous meeting, and I'm sure that um, you're not strange with this website. The first one is Storyline, which I already introduced to you in the previous meeting for teaching narrative text. And Readlang also, I already use it for teaching a hortatory text. Now, I want combine these two media, and in this occasion, I will use narrative text for these two media, for using these two media. So, everyone, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen, everyone? All right. All right. You already see my screen. So, I choose this story from Storyline with the title As Fast as Word Could Fly by Pamela, by I forget, but I forgot the author, but I choose this story from a Storyline, which is I found it interesting and it's valuable for you. So we will do. I will give you an instruction before we do our activity today. So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play this YouTube video, and after I'm gonna play just once. I'm gonna play just once. No, I'm gonna play twice. The first one, you should be focused on a video, only on a video, and the second one, I'm gonna share you the link of my. Wait a minute. Of my. Okay, I'm gonna share you the link of the Readlang. So you can see here. This is the Readlang that I'm gonna share to you guys. And before you go to the start practice, you should read this text first. And I don't want you to only read the text, but I also will play the audio. You don't need to see your screen in the screen. You don't need to see from the screen, but for the twice play after the first play. I'm gonna play again, and uh, while I play the video, you should pay attention to the text. So if you find a difficult word, you can find out when you read from the Readlang. Understand, everyone? All right. And after that, after you finish, the video is finished, and you already finish scrolling down the text, I want you to go to the start practice. I want you to go to the practice and start practice here. We will found some word, and you should type the meaning of the word. All right. Okay. Now I'm gonna play the video. Wait a minute. I'm gonna play the video.
Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG After Foundation. I'm Dula Hill, and today I'm going to read As Fast as Words Can Fly, written by Pamela M. Tuck and illustrated by Eric Velasquez. You ready? Here we go. Trouble was brewing in Greenville, North Carolina. By 5 o'clock, 14-year-old Mason Steele was rushing to finish his schoolwork. Pa would be home from his meetings, bringing a new problem. New problems meant more work for Mason. He didn't mind, though. Civil rights made Mason feel real important. The screen door banged shut. Where's Mason? Pa asked as he scanned the kitchen. Willis, the boy's doing his lessons. Ma sighed. I need him to write another letter for me. Mason! Yes, sir? Mason called. He hurried into the room with paper and a pencil. Whitaker's restaurant refused to serve Matt Duncan's boys. Pa explained. We gotta form another city. Mason took notes while Pa rambled on about what had happened. Only Mason could make sense out of what Pa said. Later, Mason turned his notes into a business letter. This sounds good enough to send to President Lyndon B. Johnson himself, Pa boasted after he read Mason's letter. One evening, after the screen door banged shut, Mason waited for Pa to call him. Instead, he heard Ma and Pa talking quietly. When Mason finally entered the kitchen, he could hardly believe his eyes. Ah, a typewriter, he gasped. Yup, Pa said. The group wanted to give it to you. Said you've been quite a little lawyer for us. Figured a typewriter might help you someday. Mason slid his fingers over the keys. Each row looked like little steps climbing up. It's beautiful, Mason whispered. I'll type the civil rights group a thank you letter. That'll be the right thing to do. Ma agreed. Soon, school was out. During the summer, Mason and his two older brothers, Willis Jr. and Henry, picked tobacco with a few of the white boys who lived nearby. Patrick and Daniel Jones were the only two who acted friendly. They often
All right, everyone. Wait a minute. I think I have a problem with um, my screen. Okay, so I'm gonna play the second. I'm gonna play for the second. Um, I'm gonna replay. You already pay attention for the first play, right? So I'm gonna replay this video, and for uh, this second play, I need you to pay attention not for the video but for the text I already shared to you on the group chat from the Readlang. So I'm gonna play the video, and all you need to pay attention is the text on the from the Readlang website. And if you find a difficult word, or the word that you never heard before, you can just tap the word and find the meaning. All right. Okay, I'm gonna replay again.
Summer flew by. Before he knew it, Mason started his first year of high school. After the third week, Pa called him and his brothers into the kitchen one evening. Boys, I got some real important news for you, he began. We just won a case we've been fighting for a long time. It ain't right for y'all to be bused 12 miles to Bethel Union High School when Belvoir High ain't but 3 miles away. The boy's eyes widened. Pa, you know them white boys ain't gonna like us going to this school, not one bit, Willis Jr. stammered. Like it or not, y'all's going, Pa replied. Somebody's gotta make a change. The boys stared at one another in disbelief. Furious. The next day, the same thing happened. The third day, the bus stopped. Slowly, the boys climbed the steps. Move it! I ain't got all day, the driver yelled. And get to the back. The boys stumbled over one another as they hustled down the aisle. Henry spotted them in his face. Hey, Patrick, he said. Patrick gets Nancy. He just looked straight ahead. The boys asking for trouble, Daniel whispered. The driver took off. The sudden motion threw the boys into their seats. When the boys arrived at Belvoir High, the principal, Mr. Bullock, barricaded the doorway. He looked as if he had smelled a skunk. Report to class after the bell rings, he snapped, and thrust their schedules toward them. How will we know where to go? Willis Jr. asked. You found a way to get in here, so find your way around. Mr. Bullock turned and stormed into the building. By the time Mason located the right room, the class had already started. Cold stares and grimaces greeted him when he entered. Mason knew which seat was his, the one in the back corner. Against the odds, Mason did well in school. He especially liked typing class. The teacher, Mrs. Roberts, ignored him, but he paid strict attention when she helped others. At home, Mason practiced what he had learned. It wasn't long before he needed to earn some money to buy typing paper and other supplies. Mason found out that the Neighborhood Youth Corps sponsored an after-school program that offered jobs. He applied and received a position in the school library. "What can you do, boy?" Mrs. Turner, the librarian, asked. "I can type, ma'am," Mason answered. "Well, come over here so I can show you what to do." Mrs. Turner took a stack of index cards and sat down at a typewriter. "Pay attention, because I'm not going over this with you a second time." Mason had to transfer the information on the spines of the books onto the cards. Mrs. Turner typed one card and left him without further instructions. 2 hours later, Mrs. Turner approached Mason. "How's it coming, boy?" she demanded. Mason handed her his stack of index cards. Mrs. Turner's eyes bulged. "My goodness! How many cards did you type?" "I think about 100, ma'am," Mason replied. Mrs. Turner checked the cards. She couldn't find a single mistake. "Gracious boy," she said. "You type faster than Mrs. Roberts." Mrs. Roberts was pleased to be relieved of the library work. She became friendly to Mason in typing class. She even allowed him to use the new electric typewriter.
All right, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible enough? All right. I like everyone. You already watched the full video. Pay attention to the to the text I give you on from the Readlang. Now, I'm sorry. I think I have a problem with my. Okay. Now I need you to go to the start to the practice. I want you to start practice and and use this is from the previous. I think you can just go and wait a minute. Okay, I think I need to fix it before. Okay, because if you already finished the text, because if you already finished the text, you might go to the practice, like the previous, like the previous text before, the carbon footprints that uh already show by mistake. That's fine. If you already finished, you will automatically go to the practice, like from the flashcard, like that. The the um the monitor um the practice, the assignment will be something like that, that I already show you before. So I will stop share screen. All right, everyone. How do you feel for using the two um, media for the listening and vocabulary skill? You found it fun, enjoy, interesting, of course. All right, thank you, everyone. So I choose storyline for the story, for choosing the story, because there's a lot of story that you can choose for learning, listening, or reading, and especially listening, because you can listen to the to the narrator story. I'm sorry, to the narrator story, and you might, if you listen again and again, it will practice your listening skill. But if but so far I only found the narrative genre from the storyline. That's fine. You can practice listening by uh, other media if you want to try another genre. And for Readlang, I think it's helping you guys for if you don't know the meaning of words, those are if you never heard the words before, you can just type the words and the meaning will show up there, and I'm sure that it will help you for learning or enhancing improve your vocabulary. All right, I think that's all for our today's meeting. I'm gonna see you again for next meeting. Oh, this is our last meeting before the semester ended. All right, so I will see you again in the next semester. All right, everyone. Thank you for your attention. Thank you that you joining my class. Have a good day. See you next semester. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.